The woman was too stunned to speak.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, BBs. It's too early.
It sure is, and it's good to see you.
Welcome to the first, best, and only morning show in existence. I'm Anthony Carboni.
And I'm Saige Ryan.
And I need $300 million.
Now,
just listen, everybody shut up.
now that's a bold way to start the show,
Everybody
Anthony.
be quiet. Listen to me. Just be quiet. Shut up. Listen.
Okay.
I love you. Good morning. Shut up. Listen.
Uh-huh.
I need $300 million.
Okay, so I actually saw the listing for what you're talking about. There's like a public forum online. Just a moment.
Yeah.
There's actually like a public forum online where people can list large properties
Listen.
and things like this that Anthony is talking about. And I saw the listing here.
Alvin and the Chipmunks are for sale. The production company that owns Alvin and the Chipmunks is selling them. I need $300 million right now. Everybody be cool. Just be cool. Here's the thing. If we don't buy Alvin and the Chipmunks now, somebody else will, and Chris Pratt will play all three Chipmunks.
You're right. No, it'll be Chris Pratt, and James Corden. And you know that it will be Chris Pratt, and James Corden. You know that it will.
I need $300 million.
We're a good home.
So basically, Bagdasarian Productions, the longtime production company that has owned Alvin and the Chipmunks, is looking to get out of the chipmunk business. Baby, I could get in the chipmunk business.
I can't imagine wanting to get out of the chipmunk business.
Can you believe it? Imagine owning Alvin and the Chipmunks and deciding not.
Deciding to no longer do that.
Deciding you don't want another Squeakquel.
No, of course not.
You'd
never do that.
You don't want another road chip.
Are you kidding me?
That's ridiculous. Does it include the chipettes? Yes.
Yeah.
I think it does.
I think it would have to.
I mean, listen, this is a good value.
I do think so. I think that if we could just raise $300 million, which is a good time to tell you, hi, good morning. It's the start of a new month. Happy November. Rest in peace to October. We miss you already, which means we start a new donation goal. We run these every month on the show because we don't make any money to do this show.
We don't make any
and
money.
We do it 3 days a week.
I don't have a job.
If you would like to support us, my razor has decided to do an update right now. That's exciting. Right across the screen. Won't go away. Awesome. I love that for me. If you would like to support the show, you can. There's a donut goal running. We run it all month. And that usually just means we get to go get donuts after the show.
That's basically it.
That's basically what it's
But
for.
if you're particularly generous, perhaps this month we can buy the chipmunks.
That's true.
Listen, this is an investment opportunity. Mm-hmm. I'm not just asking you to give me money. You can get in on the ground floor of a new era of chipmunk.
Yeah, everybody would own a little piece of a chipmunk.
You could own a little piece of a chipmunk,
And you could
not
clarify
in a way
which
that,
one.
Yeah, and not in a way that gets you sent to a child psychologist.
Right.
Like, you could own a piece of an imaginary chip. This is better than NFTs.
I mean, most things are better than
Anything's
NFTs.
better than NFTs. I got poked in the eye with a dirty stick in the woods, and that was better than an NFT. But this is very good. We could have a chipmunk.
We could have a chipmunk.
I want a hula hoop. Come on. Were you a Chipmunks fan? Okay.
I was fine about it.
I feel like
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I feel like because I am the oldest man on the internet, and I'm just a touch older than you, just a tiny bit older than you.
Couple months.
Just double your age, basically.
That's not correct. It's not correct.
There was like a huge chipmunk fever when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They had an animated movie in the theaters. They were all over. They had the Christmas special.
There was another Chipmunks fever when I was a kid.
Yeah, because you had the CG movies.
I had the CG movies.
With Jason Lee, professional skateboarder and excellent photographer Jason Lee as Dave Seville.
Sure.
Did you know he's a photographer?
I didn't know any of that.
Brilliant photographs.
I didn't know any of what you're saying.
Yeah, he was a pro skater before he was an actor. Anyway, I need $300 million. Everybody shut up. Give me $300 million.
Can I be honest with you? The reason I made that fake Craigslist ad
was to make me laugh at 10:15 last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. But also in response to when I saw I just keep seeing what Anthony's opening. When I saw the article going around on Twitter, it made me sad.
It made me sad too.
Like someone was selling their pets.
That's
what it, like, I really anthropomorphized the anthropomorphized chipmunks that are already alive creatures. And it made me really, really genuinely, like, I was feeling very soft about it.
Me too. Even though I haven't thought about Alvin and the Chipmunks in years, there was something when I saw that the owner of them wanted to sell them, it was like, I think I told you this when we first started hanging out, but my dog Dagger, the producer of this show,
Of
Dagger
course.
Cannonball Thunderfang, the best dog in the world.
He's just over there. Thunderbang is a way different
Thunderbang
name.
is a different dog. Hold on.
Honestly, such a different dog. Oh.
This dog, my perfect prince, the producer of this show.
Hi, Dagger.
I bought him with an ex, and when we broke up, the ex was like, well, we're going to have to sell him.
What? I beg your unbelievable pardon. I know this, but like...
We're going to have to sell it, like, we'll just have to sell him and split the money. He was an expensive dog. And I was like, that's a living thing that loves you. Now, I know Alvin, Simon, and Theodore aren't really alive, but I think they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how could the owner...
Sell them.
They were orphans already.
Right?
You can't orphan them twice.
You can't re-orphan your orphan.
You're going to re-orphan? Re-Oliver Twist?
How dare.
That's absolutely unfair.
It feels honestly disturbed.
So I was like, we have got to save the chipmunks.
And that's why I put must go to a good home with a lot of
money. Listen, $300 million isn't that much. You know? We could if we set up listen, we have a Patreon, and all we need is 300 dedicated supporters at the $1 million a month level. And we can own the chipmunks. God, if I own the chipmunks, damn, dude.
Yeah?
Damn, I'd do some wild shit with those chipmunks. They would be back in theaters. They would be back on TV.
Yeah.
There would be comic books.
They'd be starring in It's Too Early.
They'd be here.
They'd sing the intro.
VTubers. They'd be VTubers, and we'd be doing it. My mother, who knows that I host a show, and also knows that we are in wildly different time zones, is calling me right now.
Oh, good. A good old 8:23 a.m. call from mother.
So, she just wants to talk. They're coming in this weekend. She just wants to talk about, like, where are we going to dinner and stuff. It's like, dude, don't do that to me.
Figure it out. We'll figure it
in the
out.
morning.
Even if you weren't hosting a show, don't do that at 8 in the morning.
bought her a
8 a.m.'s too
smartphone.
early to talk about when you're going to dinner.
I bought her a smartphone specifically so she would text.
Yeah.
But she doesn't text. She only leaves Facebook messages. But I'm not on Facebook anymore. Who's on Facebook? They're trying to fucking destroy the world.
You should get her one of those, like, walkie-talkie, just record your voice so you can just say the thing apps.
Oh, my God. But you can do that in messages now.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about her. Anyway, listen, if $300 million is too much, this is a legitimate thing that I thought about buying last night, okay? And then we'll get into real news. Somebody in the Detroit, Michigan area has the 1993 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Sonic the Hedgehog balloon, the actual balloon, for $2,000. It is still for sale. Pickup only. But I'll fly to Detroit. That's fine. I have an email. People now know that I have an email. Folks.
$2,000 not that much.
That's not that much.
That's not that much for a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade Sonic the Hedgehog float.
Dude, that's the real thing. It literally says original one from olden times. $2,000.
1993, olden times.
That's not... I sat for an hour thinking about whether I was going to buy this balloon last night.
How do you get it? Are they shipping?
No, you have to pick it up.
You have to pick it up.
I would road trip. I would fly to Detroit, rent a U-Haul, and then Sonic back from Detroit. Because $2,000 sounds like that's not enough.
It's not enough.
Do you know what I mean?
It's
like,
because they're in Detroit and they know somebody would have to come to Detroit to get it.
I don't know what I would do with it. I don't think I would do anything with it. I would, like, could I donate it to something? I don't know. I don't even know what condition it's in. That's a picture of it from 1993. Who knows what it looks like now? But I just know that $2,000 is not enough money.
Imagine if it's all spooky and decrepit.
Oh, my God.
That'd be even better.
Like that one that was in the hills of Japan.
Yes.
You know that one?
Uh-huh.
From the ski park in Japan.
I mean, okay, y'all.
We just $2,000.
$2,000.
This is the Sonic the Hedgehog snowboarding statue in Japan in the middle of nowhere. It was part of like a resort. Google Lens. Yeah, tell me if that's Sonic the Hedgehog, Google Lens.
Thanks, Google Lens. Thank you.
And it was like a secret. Nobody would say where it was. They wouldn't put it on the map because nobody wanted to give it away. And these people like found it and found the owners of it, and they're having it restored. This YouTuber found it.
That's incredible. Also, y'all have been so incredibly kind and generous today. Thank you very much. Subs, donuts, things like that. We go through at the end of the show, and we thank everybody who contributed.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and we will do that.
We see them all coming, and we'll talk about you on the honor roll, but the news must flow.
The news must flow. Lots of kittens suggested ITE mascot, and I agree.
Dude, if we owned it, we could use it for whatever we wanted.
For literally whatever we wanted.
It could be the ITE mascot because it's not Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
It's our Sonic the Hedgehog.
Exactly. We could go to like local parades, okay? And we could ask them if we could put Sonic in it. And they'd be like, hell yeah, put that giant Sonic from the Macy's Day Parade in it. And then on the side, we'd write twitch.tv/Pixel Circus. It's too early, 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Let's buy it and give it to Ben Schwartz for Hanukkah. Let's all chip in to buy the Sonic the Hedgehog Thanksgiving Day Parade balloon and give it to Ben Schwartz for Hanukkah this year.
I think you could just send him a link. I think Ben Schwartz has $2,000.
Yeah, but let's inflate it outside of his house and give it to him for Hanukkah.
I hate that for all of us. All right, let's talk about one more way that we're ruining your childhood this week. I thought we'd open with this. This is big Anthony news.
I'm so mad.
So
mad.
You may know if you've been here for a while that Anthony's a big Garfield fan.
But also, am I? But yes. But am I? But yes.
In a complicated way, in one way or another, Anthony's a big Garfield fan. Lasagnan, of course, is a classic. It's too early bit. Getting garfed.
People get garfed all the time. And it's hilarious.
Before they were doofed, they were garfed.
People got garfed, and lasagna is life. Lasagna is my heart. We love lasagna here. And this annoyed me so much. I literally got mad.
Yeah, it was a little ridiculous. I thought it was a joke.
I did too.
I truly just thought it was a meme.
I thought it couldn't have been true.
I thought it was just a meme. So you probably saw this already on the internet this week. Chris Pratt is voicing Garfield in a new animated feature.
We got garfed.
We got garfed so hard.
We've garfed
all
us.
been garfed.
That's a mass garfing.
I hate that.
Don't turn off safe search. You know what I mean? That is a mass garfing. Look, I got so angry. How does he keep getting away with this?
He can't keep getting away with this.
It's so annoying. I literally just tweeted no. Like I just tweeted, oh my God, no.
Yeah. Crispy Rat has done it again.
They actually, and like here's the thing, they quoted me in the Mary Sue.
Nice.
When they were talking about everybody being angry about it, but it's not like I had a funny tweet.
No.
You know, sometimes when you get picked up in these things, they're like, "Oh, this guy had a funny tweet." And like, this is not funny. I am literally just outraged, and the Mary Sue just captured my outrage.
Yeah, they were like, "He's got a check mark and he's upset about it."
Other people just, you know, I wonder when the Italian community will rise up and stop Chris Pratt. We're almost there.
I want to show you my favorite tweet about it in just a second here. So
Here's the thing. Garfield almost makes more sense than Mario. When you think about Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, but he can't have both.
But that's the thing. You can't have both.
You can't have both.
You can't have both.
This is ridiculous.
You're not a voice actor. You don't have that range.
You can't do it. He shouldn't have been Mario, and he shouldn't be Garfield, and he shouldn't be
he shouldn't be giving money to churches that support conversion therapy for LGBT teens.
Yeah.
They're just things he shouldn't be doing.
So this is not the favorite tweet. The follow-up is, but yesterday on the Pixel Circus account, I posted a special announcement about Failed Save Campaign 2. I said the next season of Failed Save is coming soon, and we have a very special announcement. All of the characters will be voiced by Chris Pratt. And my favorite response to it was our very own Abria Iyengar from Critical Role in Dimension 20.
Abria Iyengar?
Yes. She said in an interview, Pratt stated, Fess isn't going to have her accent in the new season. She's normal now. And we said, and she's going to be talking a lot.
She's so cool. And he's going to be talking a lot. That's like a threat. You remember when Miyamoto threatened us on stage?
I do.
You remember when Miyamoto was like, "Oh, he's going to be talking a lot.
Oh,
you
he's
don't
gonna
want
be
this.
talking,
and you'll take it. You'll take it." I don't know.
That's a good tweet, Abria.
Somebody. Oh, Flannel Fries in the live studio audience says, "Dude is working like he needs a job." And
yeah.
Somebody mentioned this.
Maybe he gave all his money to the homophobic church.
To the homophobic church, because he didn't give any to Anna Faris. So, somebody on Twitter was like, he's working like a man that knows everything's
he's about to stop
turn
working.
On him. Yeah, everything's about to turn on him. So, something is going to come out about Chris
I actually
Pratt.
think that's a very good point. I think the thing already has come out, though. Maybe there's more, but, I think it's slowly declining and, more and more people that I see talking about Chris Pratt know that he sucks.
Yeah, but he's done a good job of putting degrees of separation in between himself and his. You got to remember, this guy is dating, or is I think maybe married to now Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter, and so he's
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, and
he's
so
remarried.
I don't know if he's remarried, but he has been in a relationship for a long time with.
I swore him and Anna Faris just broke up.
No,
I had no idea.
Years ago.
I so don't
remember
care.
that we lost 2 years in the blink.
Right. Okay.
We lost 2 years in the snap. So
got it.
He's got the wealth and experience of the Shrivers and the Schwarzeneggers explaining to him how to keep his personal life separate from his public life so he can keep doing this forever.
All right. Yeah, apparently he's married with her and has a kid. Married and has a kid with her.
Cool.
Time. What is it?
What is time?
How does that work?
That kid is 17 years old.
So that's your that's probably your worst news of the day. I'm very sorry.
Worst news of the day, but hey, let's jump immediately to some of the greatest news. Amy Hennig.
Mm-hmm.
The creator of Uncharted.
Yes.
The real creator of Uncharted.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Druckmann and Green, they're great dudes, and they did amazing things with the series. Amy Hennig created Uncharted. She hasn't been doing anything for the last couple of years. We don't know what she's been doing. She was working on a Star Wars game with Visceral. We know that.
All right.
That game got canceled because EA shut down Visceral Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been like, where has the creator of the cool heists with cool friends game genre gone? And she's been working on something secretly for many years. They finally announced it. Her studio Skydance.
Well, kind of. Small announce. Almost announce.
Her studio Skydance is working on a Marvel game. Ooh, baby.
Ooh? Ooh?
Ooh, baby.
Okay, we took a little sidestep with the Avengers game. That's okay.
That's okay.
We can come back from that.
Listen, there are a lot of Marvel games on the way because Marvel understands they should not have put their eggs in that Square Enix basket. You know?
I mean, I love this. I'm very into it. We know that it'll be a narrative-driven game with an original story.
Thank God. Thank God. Listen.
But that's all we know.
I don't need asymmetric multi-game service, whatever everybody's I don't need that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I need a cool fucking story-driven game about Marvel characters. That's why Spider-Man worked.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, surprisingly, I'm hearing Guardians worked, which I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of good things about Guardians.
I'm also hearing a lot of good things about Guardians, which I was not expecting.
But like our problem with Guardians is at a fundamental level.
I know. I'm like, I don't care.
Like, even if it's cool and it's a good game.
It didn't look like it was going to be a poorly made game.
No, it
looked like poor decisions were made along the way.
It looks like one metric video game. It
Exactly.
looks exactly like one IDOS video game, one Crystal Dynamics video game. But like, it was just the fact that you're only Star-Lord. What?
Yeah. Our fundamental issue was that you play the most like, God, and
What?
and the design on Star-Lord for it.
Oh, they made Star-Lord look like he really looks like he buys NFTs.
He looks like he's part of the like Young Republicans Club.
Yeah, Star-Lord definitely wants to tell you about crypto
100%.
and why like they call it a shit coin or a meme coin, but you can actually make like some good returns on it. Go away, Star-Lord. Here's what we know: narrative-driven, blockbuster action-adventure game featuring a completely original story and take on the Marvel universe. We don't know what superheroes are featured. If you could have Amy Hennig.
Do any hero? God, Marvel's too big.
Marvel's so big. But,
Marvel's too big.
and I'm trying to think of what's already coming out, right? So we know that we have the Midnight Suns game. Mm-hmm. And we know that that features Iron Man heavily.
Uh-huh.
And Doctor Strange heavily, as well as, you know, your
like-
Ghost Rider. Your...
Because like Doctor Strange is my number one pick for a game, I think.
Yeah, but I think with Doctor Strange and Midnight Suns, it's
Right,
not
it's
gonna
not
be,
gonna happen.
It's not going to be a Doctor Strange focused game.
Okay.
I wonder who it's going to be. You know, we haven't gotten a Captain Marvel and Alpha Flight game.
Interesting.
That could be cool. We do know, I mean, there's another Captain Marvel coming. That could be, and the Skrull War is going to be part of Phase 4, so that would be an interesting thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, from specifically Amy Hennig, I'm not sure. Because, like, I would love a Black Widow game, but I want it to play vaguely like an Arkham game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want it to be like slow move, quick combat, quick combat, quick combat. You know, like,
Well, I mean, think about Uncharted. Like, you could do that in Uncharted. You could do a more melee focus, but the thing about Black Widow is you can also do gunplay as well. So you could do kind of cover shooting mechanics. You can do puzzles. She has a supporting cast that's fun. I don't know. That could be interesting.
I would enjoy that very,
That
very,
would be
very much.
very interesting. Flannel Fries and a couple other people I saw were mentioning Daredevil.
There is
I'd
a
love
rumor of Daredevil, but there's been no confirmation of that. None of the official sources have cited that that's the case, but there is a rumor going around that
would
it's a
be
Daredevil game.
Amazing if it was Daredevil. Oh
Yeah,
my
that would be
gosh.
awesome.
I've been missing Daredevil.
Yeah.
Ever since they got rid of the Netflix universe, I've been missing Daredevil.
Oh.
We don't need to talk about the Defenders, but I've been missing Daredevil.
Sure don't.
Somebody else was talking about Moon Knight. The timing's right for Moon Knight, obviously. Oscar Isaac. Moon Knight would be fun. I love Moon Knight. We love a neuroatypical Jewish superhero in this house.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
I've noticed that Nova Chrono in the live studio audience has added capital O's in their name.
Yeah.
To me now it reads Nova Chrono. Oh no!
Nova Chrono!
Our table!
It's broken!
It's broken! I just wanted you to know that.
Oh, that's good.
Gold Bear said it's probably Pikachu, and you right.
It's probably Pikachu.
It's
Famous
probably
Marvel
a Pikachu
superhero
game.
Pikachu.
Well, speaking of Avengers, let's talk about Avengers a little bit more.
Woof!
Woof! Look, we've talked before about how bad they really whiffed it on the microtransactions for Marvel's Avengers. It's been a problem, and every time they do an update, they're like, more.
Yeah.
More.
After they moved to Game Pass,
More.
they retweaked and rebalanced the game to make the XP grind even harder for people
Sure did.
and make the rewards lower.
Yes. And they also made it so that you could pay for XP boosts to compensate for that.
Right.
Whoo! That was rough. It was a rough time. They have decided now that they will be removing that from the game. Because people were so mad.
People were so
'Cause people were
mad.
so bad.
And like this is the most cover our asses apology I think maybe I've ever heard in my life. We apologize for not responding sooner to your concerns about the addition of paid consumables in the marketplace. We introduced them as an option for the evolving player base and did not see them as pay to win since they don't offer power directly. It's XP. You trade it for power.
What do you mean?
And also, you didn't introduce them as an option for the evolving player base. You introduced it as an option before you went to Game Pass because you wanted more money. This is the most, I'm sorry you feel that way.
I mean, we don't see it that way, but I don't know. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry you feel that way, says Square Enix.
Square Enix said, I mean, I really don't see it, but I mean, if it would make you happier.
I can see where from your point of view it might be that way, even though it's not.
Might seem that way.
Even though it's not.
Right.
So, I guess I'm sorry.
Yeah, or whatever.
So, I don't know. They're not, look, it's good that they got rid of that.
They're not going to save this game.
But they're not going to save this game if they keep acting and communicating in this particular way.
Somebody's asking why they got timed out. Because you're not talking about the show and you came here to talk about my personal life and I'm in the middle of a show. And they'll do it again.
Wink. Why did I get timed out? You know why you got timed out.
You know why you got timed out.
You literally said one thing and then you got timed out for it. You know why you got timed out, dummy.
Now is not the time.
Okay. Moving on to some other news. Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4.
Boo!
Yeah, boo.
Boo!
Have been delayed.
Good.
And they have been delayed to give the teams extra time to develop long-term support. Look, here's the thing. We know that Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 development was going pretty smoothly. Mm-hmm. We know that. This is a company that is delaying two major products because they're hoping what's happening to them right now will blow over.
So that means it is our responsibility, all of you BBs, to make sure it does not blow over. Don't let them get away with this. Don't play Blizzard games. Hey.
Listen, they are. I mean, this is a good business move, right? It's a good business move. We're in the middle of some shit right now. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if we release these games on time because the backlash is so huge that we will make under our forecasted earnings anyway. Mm-hmm. So let's hold off. Let's hold off. Who knows who else is going to leave the company between now and then? Oh. Who knows what's going to happen with development between now and then? Maybe we'll give ourselves some extra time for all our good employees to fuck off and for people to maybe like us again.
Yeah.
Which I know you're champing at the bit to tell this one.
Well, because you said who knows who's going to leave the company. I know who's going to leave the company.
Like we're going full Blue's Clues. Do you know who left Blizzard? That's right. The leader of the studio.
After only 3 months. The co-leader of the studio.
Jen O'Neill, who inherited a fucking haunted house. Jen O'Neill said, "My great uncle, who I never met, died and left me a house. Uh-huh. I guess I'll move into this house."
And then immediately went, "Oh, I gotta go."
And she was like, "Oh no, I can't survive a full night in this house.
No. My company, it's broken."
Listen. They brought her up. She's been at Blizzard for years. She is amazing. She said when she took this position, she said, "I'm doing this because I'm not without hope for Blizzard."
She said when she was leaving. Yeah.
She's like, look. She's like, we're gonna put Jen in charge. We know that things are bad, but look, here she is. Jen, you can help us fix this. And then she got access to, I think, all the files.
Hey, a bunch of men fixed this up. Hey, woman, you think you could fix it? A bunch of men really fucked this up.
But yeah, could you just?
A bunch of men really fucked it up.
Well, I'm here.
Do you think you could come fix it?
I'm here, and the observation deck is here. so I'm pretty high up, so I can sort of see what's going on. Can you lower the ladder and let me up to the observation deck? And then she got up to the deck and she looked down at the city below and she said, "Oh God. Oh God." That is, look.
It's real rough in there. Somebody in the chat asked, what did Blizzard do? So if you're behind on all of the big Blizzard news, Blizzard has been abusing particularly their marginalized employees forever. There has been sexual harassment, assault, there has been racism, there has been sexism to unbelievable extents.
There are 4 ongoing suits. One is a federal suit. One is a California Department of Labor suit. One is an investor suit from their investors for misrepresenting what was going on in the company. And then one is an employee class action suit. So there's a lot going on.
They're literally being sued by the state of California that they operate in.
The Traveling Calzone in the live studio audience just let me know that they believe that this Sonic the Hedgehog balloon that we're buying for $2,000 is the one that in 1993 knocked over a lamppost that I believe at least injured or potentially killed a father and son.
No.
So they're saying that this Sonic the Hedgehog balloon has been speared through the eye with a lamppost and potentially never patched. And so
they didn't mention that in the Facebook Marketplace ad for it.
I mean, to be fair, their Facebook Marketplace ad literally shows the balloon in 1993. It's like an old guy's Tinder profile, you know, or like your aunt on Facebook. It's like, here's a picture of me from 30 years ago.
It just injured people.
It just injured people.
It just said it injured 2 people.
Yeah,
it didn't kill anybody.
It was a father and son.
It didn't kill anybody.
Do you think that kid ever played a Sonic the Hedgehog game again? I think you come out of that either hating Sonic the Hedgehog.
I think you only play Sonic.
Yeah, or weirdly obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog.
You have to get the control.
Yeah.
I make Sonic fast. I go fast.
Sonic stops when I tell him to stop. Oh no, Sonic spikes over and over and over again.
Fuck.
Just like the one that hit me.
It was 93, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's absolutely correct. That's so funny. That makes this so much better. I want it so much more now.
I know, because now it's cursed.
Right?
Now it's cursed.
I can't believe they didn't mention that. This makes it a very special Sonic balloon. It's not just a Sonic balloon from the 1993 Macy's Day Parade. It's the Sonic balloon that punctured through an eye with a lamppost, fell down, and took out a kid.
Chip into the Sonic the Hedgehog fund.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
It's very funny.
Fuck.
In other big news, speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog, you know Sonic the Hedgehog from Smash Brothers.
Of course.
Sakurai gave an interview to Famitsu magazine. It was translated by a couple different outlets. And he says, look, I don't know if we're going to make another Smash. I don't know if I'm going to make another Smash Brothers.
Yeah, not if we. Nintendo
I don't know if
I'm
going to make another Smash Brothers. And then he also said, I also can't see any way to produce Smash Brothers without me.
We love the confidence.
I mean, listen, this guy's entire adult career, his entire life has been making Smash Brothers. He is uniquely qualified. What does he do? He makes Smash Brothers games. So I love it. I like a lot of people read that as sort of like ego or audacity, but it's sort of like, nah, man, it's just I'm the only person that does it.
Yeah.
You know?
He is the guy.
He's the guy who makes Smash Brothers. Now look. Nintendo going to make another Smash Brothers. Maybe not for the Switch.
Yeah.
But
this
for
is the last one for the Switch. We know that.
But next gen, they're going to make one Smash Bros. Every generation.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's a system seller.
Yeah.
Whether Sakurai is involved or not. I would love it if Sakurai was involved, but I can also understand a dude being like,
I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had turkey sandwiches every day for 30 years. Please. I enjoy turkey sandwiches
But I cannot
But
have
I
another.
cannot have another
I can never have another turkey
I can't.
sandwich.
I can't. It doesn't matter what I put in the turkey sandwich. Do I put mustard? Do I put a Disney character? It doesn't matter. It's no longer appetizing to me.
Yeah. Someone said, I can't imagine another Smash Bros. Though, because it's going to need every character again, plus more. I mean, they have removed characters over the years, and I think that that would be the case. I think there are going to be characters that were particularly interesting and trendy at the time. Maybe they'll take out some of the repetitive sword boys. I don't know.
Yeah, there are new sword boys now.
And they'll replace them with new sword boys.
New sword like, hey, who else is in a video game with a sword that we haven't put in? I do understand that point, though, because this last one, I mean, it became such, number one, it was such a meme in the video game community, right?
Yeah.
Such a meme. And then when this Smash Brothers launched, it launched with the tagline, everyone is here.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is here. That was the whole thing of this Smash Brothers.
It does
and it
feel
has a
like
huge, I mean, what is it, like 60 characters or something? 65? Like, it's crazy.
It feels like a final Smash Bros. Like, it does feel like it.
Feels like a dude retiring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
there are 74 playable characters
74.
in Smash Bros. So, like, I get it. It does feel big enough to be the final Smash game, but I don't think Nintendo will do that.
Do you know who's not there? I mean, Waluigi, obviously. You don't need to say Waluigi. But do you know who's not there? Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
But they could be if we had the rights to Alvin and the Chipmunks. We would get them in Smash.
Peter Bagdasarian Jr., call me. Return my calls.
We only offered $75, but hey, looks like they're still on the market, so maybe you should come down on that price a little bit.
One of the things that Sakurai did say is he was like, I need to think about whether we should release another Smash Bros. Game at the risk of disappointing people. Like, this last Smash Bros. Is really good. It's really good. And it's like, it's sort of like, it's like when bands break up, like, not when they suck, but when bands break up after, like, one big album.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we just knew. Like, how do you do more than that?
Right. How do you top that? That was our best work.
Yeah. We can all go off and do different things now, but the band, we cannot get the band back together. The band did everything it
right.
could.
Something that I actually found really, really interesting was that he said he would want to pass it on to someone else, but that hasn't worked, and he's tried. He said, to be honest, I'd like to leave it to someone else, and I've actually tried that, but it hasn't worked out.
Me, you, 5 other people, a haunted video game factory. Sakurai is giving us a tour. Whoever shows themselves to be the purest of heart gets to make a game full of sword boys and anime waifus.
I'm in.
Me too.
Let's go.
I'd get tempted. I don't know what it would be. I don't know what the temptations would be in Sakurai's chocolate factory, but I wouldn't make it one step into the Wonka factory.
No, absolutely not.
Saige has wet candy outside
And he
from
ate
her
it.
party over the weekend. And I ate that candy.
That was from trick-or-treaters.
From trick-or-treaters. I ate that candy. I ate wet candy. I'll do it. I'll do it 9 times. I'm gonna walk into the Wonka factory, and I'm gonna lose. A trap door is gonna open. I'm gonna lick the wallpaper. Something's gonna happen. I can't be in charge.
What candy is my baby metal cover band?
That's actually very good.
Yeah, I think that your temptation walking into the haunted video game factory would be like one of the Japan only releases of like the Sega Saturn. And they would be like, "Wow, you were tempted away from Nintendo that quickly."
Oh yeah, if they had the this is
cool.
If they had the This Is Cool Sega Saturn, the clear one,
yeah, you'd run right for it.
I'd run right for it. You're right. That's all it would take. They'd be like, or even just like a cool Game Boy. Like, don't be distracted by this cool Game Boy. Sorry, I am. I'm distracted by every cool Game Boy.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, there's some Game Boy news in here.
I saw, and I didn't click on it because it's in the show doc as
Anthony, this is Game Boy news for you.
And so I didn't want to check it out.
Look at this.
Oh!
Just look at this. A mod for
Yeah.
the Game Boy lets it play like a Switch.
Yeah, I saw this on Macho Nacho's channel.
You slide it into the dock, you play it with your little Joy-Cons, and that is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
So Macho Nacho is a great YouTube channel. Does a lot of mods and upgrade kits and reviews of them. But one of the things that he is working on is called the Thick Boy. The Thick Boy Advance is a new back and PCB for the Game Boy that he's working on that will allow it to have Bluetooth, wireless charging, all kinds of cool stuff. And so one of the things he showed off is he's like, oh, you can absolutely pair Joy-Cons with the Thick Boy.
Yeah. You slide it into a dock.
The problem is that Thick Boy is thick. Like it's no longer pocketable.
But here's the thing. A pocketable one is normal. Being able to plug it in and play Game Boy games on my television?
Well, that's a separate mod. You can get that separately. So what he's got going on with the Thick Boy...
It doesn't have to be that thick?
It doesn't have to be the Thick Boy.
It doesn't have to be that thick to plug it into my TV?
You can get a screen mod for the Game Boy right now, for the Game Boy Advance, that has a TV out.
Now, did you do that? You did just mod your Game Boy Advance.
Thank you for bringing up my modded Game Boy Advance. No, I didn't add the TV out because I don't think I would ever use it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I would ever use it.
Are you using it anyways?
Yeah.
Are you playing your Game Boy?
I told you, I replayed all of the Game Boy Castlevanias. And now I am playing Pokemon. I'm playing Leaf Green for the first time.
Nice.
Because I'm also playing through the Pocket Monsters games that I never played.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very good. I just saw this and I was just like, oh, this is a story for Anthony. There's Joy-Cons attaching to a Game Boy SP.
It's it's cool. I love the idea of adding Bluetooth to the Game Boy Advance, specifically for audio, but having the controllers is very cool as well. But also, like, you can add a larger battery, a new battery, you can do a bunch of cool stuff.
That's awesome.
The easiest Game Boy to mod, if you're looking to get into it, is not the SP. The SP is actually harder, and there are fewer mods for it. But if you get yourself an old school Game Boy Advance, the original one, there are so many things you can do. I've got a beautiful backlit screen on mine. I've got a new speaker in it.
Honestly, I just want a regular old Game Boy SP.
Yeah?
I just want a regular Game Boy SP. I loved my Game Boy SP so much.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want games loaded on it. I want to.
You want to use individual cartridges?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
I want to hear the little click when it opens and closes.
Did you have the pink one?
No, I had a red one.
You had a red one.
I don't think, did we have the pink one here?
Yeah.
I could never get my hands on a pink one.
The pink ones are tough to get, but you can get a new shell now and you can make any of them pink.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry, I just found a gorgeous Game Boy on Etsy for some reason.
Oh
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah. Dude, the classic Game Boy mods that you can get and the Game Boy Color mods that you can get are beautiful, but I just think spending the time and money on an original Game Boy or Game Boy Color is a waste of time. I just feel like if you want to buy it as like a conversation piece and
yeah, I'm like, that's an awful pretty thing for your shelf.
Yeah, like you can put it on your shelf and occasionally you can be like, look, it plays real games. But like if you want a functional one, like what are you going to play on the original Game Boy?
I don't know.
Like
find out.
Like one Pokemon game.
Throw that in my cart real quick. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come back to it later. I like to put things in my cart, so then later I go, oh, what's that?
Yeah, what's that? Did I really want that? If you get the Game Boy Advance, though, you can play the original games, the Color, the SP,
right?
All that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
All that stuff, and it's smaller and it's lighter, and it's just a better buy. And I think they're cooler looking too.
Maybe I want a pink shelled modded Game Boy SP.
I think you do.
As long as it goes.
You can get them so they charge over USB and they have like real headphone jacks instead of that weird adapter.
Yeah, and buying all the games would be annoying.
Buying all the games is, I mean, some of them are cheap, but those games are going up now, man.
That's true.
The Snap made everybody start collecting games.
Yeah.
And like classic game stuff is like crazy expensive now.
Yeah, I bet. While talking about games, we have one more game story. And this one I think is very, very funny. I was checking this out yesterday too as well.
Me too as well also, thank you.
Me also too. You've probably heard a lot about Squid Game. Have you heard a lot about Crab Game yet? Everybody was playing this on Twitch.
That's where you try to see if the sushi place near you is using real or imitation crab.
Imitation crab is also a thing from that game. You've got crabs. Crab game blew up on Steam and on Twitch. Everybody was playing it yesterday on Twitch. And it is pretty much exactly what you would expect. It is a Squid Game, really, really shitty video game.
It is so fun. This is somebody. This dude was like, I gotta jump on this.
Yeah.
Danny Deverson was
like, I've got 15 minutes to make a game.
Yeah, he was like, this Squid Game this trend is only gonna go for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make this game in a couple days.
Anthony, we should stream it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it. So he used a bunch of assets from the Unity store. He had a couple friends help him out, and he just put together the most slapped together Squid Game ripoff he could, because he was like, they're not doing it, I gotta do it, and I gotta do it fast.
Yep.
And I love it.
And he did. And because it's Crab Game, no copyright, no problem.
No copyright. And they also, you can tell that, like, it's not using all of the games from Squid Game.
Yeah.
It's definitely using some stuff that's more action-based, because, sitting and tapping a cookie, maybe not the most exciting video game.
No spoilers.
Spoilers. That image is everywhere. I think this is wonderful.
Yeah.
I think this is absolutely wonderful. It had something like 20 to 40,000 people playing it at one point on Steam.
Yeah.
Like, I love that.
It's absolutely popped off.
More than 30,000 concurrent players and 20,000 viewers.
Yeah.
On Twitch. So 30,000 concurrent players on Steam, 20,000 people watching Crab Game on Twitch. I love it.
It has multiplayer proximity chat, 9 game modes and 30 maps, and they put it together in 2 weeks. Good for them.
Good for them. And that brings me to my next story, which is...
Go on.
Which is, where was Netflix with the Squid Game game?
That's an excellent question. Somebody did say apparently that game leaks your IP address. There's nothing referenced about that. Polygon was covering this, and I'm surprised they didn't know.
And I'm pretty sure that's not malicious. I'm pretty sure it's just, this is a shitty game that I made in 2 days. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it does look like it. I do see it on VentureBeat. It looks like they are trying to close up that.
Yeah, he is
error.
currently working on a fix, as Danny tweeted out.
Yeah.
So
wait for that fix if you're going to try out Crab Game.
Yeah.
But also, Netflix, where was your Squid Game game? Where was your Squid Game game?
Considering your games app is here.
So this is... Netflix has announced, we know this was coming, their Netflix Games platform. Launched on mobile, Android only right now, with 5 games. The 5 games are Stranger Things 1984, Stranger Things 3 The Game, which are both already out on mobile on other platforms. They're also on Steam. Shooting Hoops, Card Blast, and Teeter Up. These sound like some real lower-end Android games. Basically, the way this works is if you have Netflix, it doesn't add any cost to your subscription. If you have an Android mobile phone, you'll see a games row in Netflix and a tab where you can select the games to download, and then you can just play.
Dude, imagine that this did add money to your Netflix subscription. Imagine they said for 3 mobile games.
For 2 games that we made mostly as advertising and 3 mobile games. Saige has brought up the site of Frosty Pop here.
Frosty Pop are the people who make all of the games that weren't the Stranger Things games.
Those icons tell me everything about Frosty Pop.
Yep. They're in the App Store, the Apple Arcade, and Netflix games.
Okay,
Good
good for them. Start small. Why not? Seems like a weird lineup to launch with. Feels like maybe things aren't going as smoothly at Netflix games as they wanted, or perhaps they're just trying to... Well, if they're trying to do a slow rollout and test, why would they make a big announcement that the game is here?
That's the thing that confused me. This is a really poor launch.
Although I will say this, it's not like I've seen ads for the Netflix game platform. They're not marketing it heavily. They put out this press release, and games journalism and games outlets are picking up on it.
Naturally, because Netflix could be a huge contender in games, but this is not giving me a lot of faith in them.
Right, but I don't think they mean for it to be a big launch is what I'm saying. Like, I get vibes, I'm getting vibes because of one blog post and only gaming outlets talking about it, that this isn't the big launch. This is just we're doing it.
Right.
And it doesn't cost anything. Let me tell you something. When they do the big launch, you'll know because it'll cost something.
I feel like they could have hit us with one.
Yeah,
cool new
where's
game.
the one that makes me want to try Netflix games?
Like, even for your soft launch, give us one game. Give us one even new mobile quality game, right?
Yeah, because, like, I played the Stranger Things 3 game. I didn't play Stranger Things 1984 because I don't care. It looked like the same thing. And I don't care about these other 3 games. Where's the big thing that makes me even big enough for me to go, I'll download it and try it?
Right.
I guess if I already have Netflix and I'm on Android, there's no reason not to download one of the games.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like any of them are going to bring me to Netflix. Also, I don't have a Netflix account right now.
I don't either. I also canceled my Netflix. What game should it have been? What franchise, what IP should they have utilized for this?
I mean, obviously Squid Game, but they weren't thinking that far ahead.
Right.
I mean, they've talked about how they're going to do something mobile with The Witcher potentially.
That could have been it.
I
Because
mean-
I was going to say The Witcher, and then I'm like, are they allowed to do The Witcher?
They do have a specific license for Witcher stuff where they can do video games. I don't think they can compete with anything CD Projekt Red does,
I've got it.
but they can do mobile stuff that's directly based on the show or the anime.
Anthony, I've got it.
Yeah.
You know those episodes games?
Yes.
They should have done an episodes for like Too Hot to Handle.
They should have done an
An episode style game.
If you haven't seen
That's
those,
too hot to handle.
It's like dating games for tweens. They're conversation-based dating games for tweens, and they're garbage. And they should have done one.
They're so funny.
They're so funny.
There's a bunch of excellent commentary channels on YouTube that have like done playthroughs of them.
Dude,
I know
the
Danny
Danny
Gonzalez
the
has
Danny
done it.
Gonzalez
Curtis Connor
ones.
has done it. I had an old roommate that was like really into it. Like she
Like,
was
genuinely?
spending money on it.
Wow. Listen, we don't yuck anybody's yum here, but like, wow.
But as the roommate that woke me up at 7 o'clock in the morning, banging on my door saying it was an emergency because she needed to borrow $20 to go apple picking, I think we can probably yuck her yum.
Yo, that old roommate of yours was weird. That was a weird lady.
Banging on my door, 7 o'clock in the morning. I still worked nights.
Let's talk about some other mobile games right now and some other things we don't support anymore.
Okay.
Niantic,
Ooh.
who just released Pikmin Bloom, which I love.
Beautiful.
Which I love. Pikmin Bloom is just Pokemon, but it's just the social walking part. Mm-hmm. And I've been in love with it. I'm just like, me and Dagger go out on walks.
Yes.
We grow flowers in the neighborhood.
Yes.
I say hello to my new Pikmin.
Uh-huh.
But Niantic, of course, runs other games. They make Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm.
And up until recently, they made Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
Now, I tried Wizards Unite when it dropped. I wasn't into it personally.
I wasn't into it either.
I didn't think it was very good.
Um,
I was really into Pokemon Go when Pokemon Go started. And I was like, okay, the next iteration. And at the time, we didn't know all this stuff about J.K. Rowling.
Mm-hmm.
So,
there were rumblings, but we didn't know everything.
right. We knew that she was like super anti-Semitic.
We knew that she was
racist.
Yeah, I mean, look.
We knew the stuff that was in the content, but
As a young Jewish man reading about those goblin bankers, I was like, I know what you're doing.
yeah.
I know what you're doing. Yeah. Anyway.
It's a shitty game and now it's going away.
It's going away. The thing is this. It felt like with Wizards Unite, they were responding to people's complaints about Pokemon Go at the time, which were there's not enough game to this game. Mm-hmm. I'm catching Pokemon, but I'm not trading them. I'm not battling. There were no battles yet. I don't understand what I'm doing this for. There needs to be more game in this game. Mm-hmm. And so it really feels like they tried to add a lot of game to Harry Potter, but they didn't know how to do it.
And it didn't have the community to make those games that are inherently social fun.
No. they tried to do a bunch of like weird AR stuff, and it was really boring.
It was not good.
I remember everybody at the office when I was doing there were 2 weeks when everyone at StarWars.com, we were all just trying to love the Harry Potter game.
Right.
And I was only in every Monday. Like, I wasn't in full time, so I came in one Monday, and it's like, oh, we're all playing Harry Potter. I'm like, cool, let's play Harry Potter. Came in the next week, and I'm like, are we playing Harry Potter? And they're like, oh, yeah, let's go play Harry Potter. Came in the next Monday, and I was like, so we all know that the Harry Potter game sucks, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, we haven't played it in days. We haven't played it in days.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think they're okay. Pokemon Go just keeps printing money.
It does.
They're also working on another game called Transformers Heavy Metal, which will feature giant robot battles in AR.
And that's awesome.
I love that. So
I'm so into that.
Imagine a Pokemon Go, but like you hold your phone up to the camera and you see your giant Transformer fighting another Transformer.
Okay, so now that we're going in that direction.
Yeah.
Godzilla next.
Yeah, Godzilla next.
Kaiju fights.
Kaiju.
Show me kaiju fights in my city.
Yeah.
Show me kaiju fights in my city.
What are you afraid? Are you afraid to show me kaiju fights?
Show me kaiju.
Do it.
Please show me kaiju.
Do it. Give me the Godzilla game I've always wanted, cowards. Do it.
Come on, that'd be awesome.
You can tell that it's Transformers because they couldn't get the rights to something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it feels that way. It feels like they
Interesting.
wanted some other giant thing, but like maybe it's Transformers. I don't know.
What else do you think?
I don't know. I mean, like you're saying, Godzilla and kaiju-based stuff is like one that like makes a lot of sense.
You know what I also think would be interesting? Now that they've done, obviously, Pokemon, and they've touched in that Nintendo category, obviously we know the Pokemon company is separate, and the rights to Pokemon is very different. But a Mario Niantic game would actually be very interesting, of like showing hidden coins and stuff. I think that could be really fun, and like finding power-ups as you walk.
We just want to go to Super Nintendo Land.
Basically, what I'm saying is I would like to go to Super Nintendo Land in Japan.
Japan, get your shit together and open your borders. Please.
But in the same way that like the power-up bands work there, I think that could actually integrate really well.
Yeah.
And then you'd be able to use it in the theme park as well, especially. I think there's a great integration there.
You can
Nintendo,
do the
call
walking
me.
thing. You can do the walking thing by like putting the flag a certain number of steps away from you
Yeah.
to the end of the level. Like, there's a lot of things you could do.
Call me Pokemon.
Hey,
Call me
Pokemon-
Niantic. Call me Nintendo.
And
Miyamoto, give me a call.
and Bagdasarian Productions, call me about your orphan chipmunks, please.
Yeah. Also, speaking of chipmunks, let's talk.
We
about...
reached our $300 million goal.
We didn't reach our $300 million goal. But I bet you could find some chipmunks on Twitch, because Twitch has given us finally a great gift. We talk a lot about Twitch's fails and successes here on this show, and I will say Boosts actually launched last week. We didn't think it was going to make it that far, and I do have to acknowledge Boosts actually launched. It's only on certain channels right now, and if it's available on any channel that you follow, please don't boost channels.
Oh, the paid advertising?
The paid advertising. The creators get none of that money, and I need you to know that. The creators do not get any of that money.
Creators get none of that money, and also it's gonna fuck the algorithm to where the only thing they're ever going to show you, the end game of boosts, is you will only see channels that pay to get boosted.
Yes.
You will never see a creator's channel.
Right. It'll be
that
like
doesn't pay for.
It'll
it.
be like a Facebook feed. Anyways, but a good thing, a very good thing, is not that. It's this. Twitch has added a category for live streams of animals, which it feels like about time, right? Because they've been dominating the just chatting category for a long time. There was
otters?
the otters, the duck feeding.
The duck feeding.
Yeah.
And some of them are very complex with multiple camera angles.
Oh, yeah.
You can release automated toys and food and snacks to the animals.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of great stuff in these animal channels. And it's about time that they got a category of their own.
I can't click on any of the streams because unfortunately there is, I believe, a TOS thing of watching other streams on your stream.
Yeah.
But I'll just scroll through the category really quick and see how many people are actually incorrectly streaming in that category as well.
No crossing the
Get out of here
streams.
with your fucking League of Legends and the animals tag. That's annoying.
Are you playing Genshin, dude?
Yeah, Genshin and the animals
That dude's
tag.
playing Genshin?
We're in animals tag. But
also
feed
turnabout is fair play, because those otters were at the top of pool and hot tub streams.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No. That was a pool and hot tub.
I know, but maybe that guy has an animal.
All right. Feed squirrels in the day and raccoons at night. That's a wildlife can that's happening right now.
That's also what I live my life by.
Yeah, feed squirrels in the day and raccoons by night. Feed the bunnies. Come on.
These are great.
Honeybees, an observation hive. This is just cats. Monkey.
The woman who works the door at one of the bars that I go to streams her pet rats when she's at work. And so she's always working the door of the bar watching her pet rats. And she's always like, you can watch them too. I have like multiple cameras and stuff.
All right. All right.
Like, I love that. Does
Happy
Dagger
for you.
make this an animal stream? I think so. I think we could run the fucking animal tag.
Yeah, right.
I think we could run that. I think this is good. Hey, it's cool that animals got tags like super quick when a lot of like LGBT and marginalized people weren't able to get their tags for years.
Interesting how that is.
Weird. Moving on.
Anyways.
Moving on. We got a couple big trailers.
Okay.
A couple really big trailers this week.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of the biggest ones, Book of Boba Fett.
The Book of Boba Fett, everybody.
You watched that Book of Boba Fett trailer?
I did. Let's watch it on yours.
Okay.
Oh my.
Those are those spider monks that put their brains into the rope, like, and Jabba had kicked them
Yeah.
out of the palace.
Yeah.
It looks like Boba Fett is like letting them back in.
I've heard otherwise.
I'm so excited for this.
I'm so excited for it too. This is somewhere on Tatooine we have not seen before.
I know that you sit on the throne of your.
I love an Ithorian. I love an Ithorian. Now that is a new Tatooine city. Okay, can I tell you something funny?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something funny?
You may.
If you're new, if y'all don't know, I do a lot of work with Lucasfilm. I kind of like Star Wars. Here's the thing about this throne. This throne, that's ancient Sith text, and that's Jabba's old throne, right? Or supposedly it's Jabba's old throne. The Sith text just says Boba Fett on it. And like, why would Jabba's throne say Boba Fett on it? And so I'm wondering if there is a story reason or if it's just a fun thing the props guys did. Because you can never tell.
Yeah.
You can never tell.
Interesting.
Or maybe he just reworked the throne. Like,
Yeah, because we don't know.
we don't know. But
Hold on.
it's very interesting, that's all. There's Fennec Shand. Love Fennec Shand.
I'm looking up Jabba's
I
throne
intend
now.
to rule with respect. I love this. And this is something that we are, we've sort of been waiting for a while, which is, do you remember for years, Lucasfilm was working on something called Star Wars Underworld. And Star Wars Underworld, in 2005, they announced it. There's Jennifer Beals! There's Jennifer Beals from Flashdance. She's a Twi'lek.
Hell yeah.
Star Wars Underground was supposed to be about like the seedy underbelly of Star Wars. So much of Star Wars in the expanded universe and in the book canon and all that stuff is about these criminal underworlds.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's why I freaked out when you saw the Crimson Dawn in Han
Exactly.
Solo. Like, oh my God, the Crimson Dawn. I know what that is. This feels like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau going, we need to make sure that Star Wars Underworld finally happens. Because
doesn't it?
He's trying to unite all of Boba Fett's gangs, and you know it's not going to happen.
Of course. I'm going to sneeze.
Go ahead and sneeze.
It's gone. I think this is amazing. I think that I was talking about this the other day because Star Wars as a film franchise, it has to inherently, especially in like the mainline films, it has to focus on the war, right? That's the point.
You got to tell the big story.
You have to tell the biggest story that's happening in the universe at that time. And the thing that we've unlocked with Disney Plus, truly, is the ability to get in and tell these more detailed, smaller stories. We had that a little bit with Clone Wars, and we had that a little bit with Rebels, but like allowing us to really split off in these different directions where it's not about the Jedi and it's not about necessarily the Sith. It's about everything happening around them and everything that trickles down because of the war.
Yeah, it's like how Marvel
is
has
so
their
incredible.
It's like how Marvel has their cosmic heroes and then they have their street level heroes, right? Like when you think about even in the comics, you think about when Alex Ross did Marvels. Marvels is about the day Galactus attacks, but from the point of view of a dude on the street who's watching it happen. And it's tough. Like you're saying, it's tough to do that in a movie, because if you do something, even a Rogue One, if you do something like Rogue One, it's like, well, these are the people that stole the plans to the Death Star. And it's like, but I don't care. I don't care about the people that stole the plans to the Death Star. I just saw Luke destroy the Death Star. Like, who cares who stole the plans? And it's like, even that's a little too removed for some people.
Even that's a little too removed for
For
some
a
people.
movie.
But even then,
For a
too,
movie.
like Rogue One still is part of the big war. It's still a huge piece of the war.
Yeah. But even that, but what I'm saying is even that was too small for people for a movie sometimes. And so...
Also because the characters weren't that compelling.
We're not going to do a Rogue One podcast, but... but maybe on Friday we will. But doing this in TV where you have the time and the space and the air to breathe, and you can just be like, it's cool. Don't worry. Your $20 movie ticket isn't going to be about this. It'll be Jedi, and it'll be Sith, and it'll be the big battles.
Right.
But this can be, the first season of The Mandalorian is Lone Wolf and Cub. It's a samurai, walking around and just, living on his own with a little kid and doing what he's got to do to survive.
Yeah.
And it's on the fringe of that. And so, and what I love is because the baby, because little baby boy became, the biggest thing, and the show kind of took a different direction than I think they initially planned for it.
Yeah.
It became a little bit more about that relationship.
Right.
I think they initially planned for Mandalorian to be, the Star Wars Western about the underworld and the gritty underbelly.
Yeah.
But I think they figured out it's actually about more than that. But Boba Fett gets to be about
Boba
that.
Fett gets to be
Because
about
that's where
that.
Boba Fett lives.
Exactly.
That's where Boba Fett lives.
And they visited and they set it up perfectly. Truly.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. What's our date for Boba Fett?
Boba Fett, I believe, is holiday this year.
December 29th.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be
between
so
that
good.
and Star, number one, we've talked about this before. We weren't big Boba Fett fans.
I was a theoretical Boba Fett fan.
I liked. Listen,
I
prequels, I like
understood.
baby Boba Fett.
Uh-huh.
I understand the story of young Boba Fett. I like Boba Fett in the Clone Wars a little bit when they did some of that.
I
in Rebels.
understood that Boba Fett was not technically cool, but I did have a lot of hope for Boba Fett.
Well, that's the thing, is Boba Fett is the coolest looking character.
Yep.
Who
And
in the movies
immediately
has the dumbest story.
Yeah, immediately just get oopsied to death.
Whoops, I can't see. I accidentally hit this man with a stick. He's dead. You know what I mean? That's not good. So there wasn't much to really like about Boba Fett. And then for a little while there was a part of the Star Wars fan base that really loves Boba Fett that's I'm not saying correlation is causation, but there was a part of the Star Wars fan base that really enjoyed Boba Fett that was not the best part of the Star Wars fan base. Now, with the story that they've told in The Mandalorian and some of the stuff that they've done in the expanded canon, Boba Fett rules now.
Boba Fett fucking
Boba Fett rules now. Let me tell you something. Between Mando, Boba Fett, and Visions, Star Wars is really talking directly to me right now.
Yeah.
They're really speaking. Visions, they were really like, hey, Anthony Carboni.
I've not watched Visions yet. And
Yo,
I need to.
you have got to
I've
watch
had no
Visions.
time, I know.
It's so good.
I need to.
The other trailer we got was Morbius.
Yeah.
Have you watched this one?
I have.
It's very Morbius and Sony and Jared Leto.
It's not a bad trailer,
It's not a great trailer.
but it's Jared Leto is the problem.
Here's the thing.
I should have died.
The thing about Tom Hardy doing Venom is Tom Hardy doesn't take himself seriously. He doesn't have to. Tom Hardy's like, I get how cool I am. It's fine. And he plays it silly. He played it as a rom-com between him and a symbiote. Jared Leto has no ability
To not take himself so seriously.
I think if anyone ever made fun of Jared Leto in front of him, he would sulk for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
if one of his friends makes a gentle joke about him,
Yeah.
he sulks for the rest of the day. He
Yeah,
seems
he's
like that
absolutely
guy.
pissed. He's gonna go sulk and maybe hit a wall.
Yeah. Like, that's the feeling I get. And so he can't.
Is there music?
Oh yeah, they play a terrible slow cover of People Are Strange. This movie has no sense of irony and no self-awareness at all. It's wild.
I went from dying to being more alive than ever.
It's like
Not exactly. I have increased strength.
I couldn't look past it being Jared Leto. I can't see the character. You know what I mean?
And even if I could, the tone of this trailer makes it like it feels very early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like it's very edgelord.
It's very before we got to the point where like, oh, we do superhero movies.
Yeah.
There's something inside of me.
Like it's trying to be so serious.
I'm like, I love the idea of a super vampire.
And I don't mind a serious movie, but
I love a serious superhero film. Y'all know I'm down to get gritty. I'm down to get edgy. I'm down to like go for it.
yeah.
But like, stop putting Jared Leto in things.
They do mention
However,
they mentioned San
Did you
Francisco.
see Matt Smith?
They mentioned Venom. I did see Matt Smith. They have the murderer thing with Spider-Man behind it. The Vulture is there. So I think they understand that the most interesting thing about this movie is this is the movie that tells us how much Sony and Marvel will be integrated in the future. And so I think they're playing on that because I think they know the rest of this isn't working for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting big Sony vibes and not big Marvel vibes.
Very Sony vibes.
I'm getting big Sony vibes,
This
and
is
I'm
a
getting no Marvel from this.
This is a Sony Pictures trailer for a Sony picture brought to you by Sony. You know what I mean? It has that look and vibe to it.
I'm getting no Marvel. It's serving Sony and Sony only. Look, it's not the worst trailer.
No.
It's not. It's just not a particularly interesting seeming movie. And I want Morbius to be really cool.
Yeah.
It could have been a serious Morbius film and still been very cool. It just has to be cooler than it even is serious then.
It gives
You know what I
me,
mean?
yeah, it gives me the vibe of like the vampire movie where nobody's going to say vampire. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know, where he's just like, I have a thirst for blood. It's turned me into a blood walker. You know what I mean? They're going to say something like that, you know, where it's just like,
I know what you are. Say it.
A tooth
a bitey
man.
boy.
A bitey boy. Like, that's the thing. It's people are saying it does. I have the thirst. Yeah, it's a Blade no one wanted. It does give me that Blade and Underworld. You remember the first Underworld where they tried to make Underworld very serious? This feels like the first Underworld movie. And so
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm willing. Look, I'm going to see it.
Sure.
I'm gonna see it. I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm just saying the vibes aren't there for me right now.
The vibes are not there for me right now either. So this is hitting theaters in January 2022. I feel like I'd like to watch it somewhere I can make fun of it at the same time. So I think I'd like to watch it at home if I can.
Yeah, Sony's not doing that though.
Right.
Sony's not doing that.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll see it in theaters, but
Maybe we can just see it on an afternoon the week after it premieres and be the only people.
there we go.
Yikes.
Great.
Time is
Hey.
Zero saying no Disney Plus. No, remember, this is a Sony film, and the Sony films are by Sony Pictures, and Sony is not part of Disney Plus. That's where all of the Sony's not part of Disney, and that's where the whole Spider-Man lawsuit came in. So, you know, this is part of the Sony Spider-Man universe is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
The SSU. Hey, you don't need an acronym just because Marvel has one.
Right?
Everybody just get off of Marvel's jock and figure out your own thing.
Everyone do your own thing. We don't have a lot of time left.
We don't have a
Anthony.
lot of time left in this show, in this world.
Let me show you one more thing.
Yeah, please. Our boy!
Loogie!
Loogie!
He got his little mansion set! Look at the boo!
Loogie! If you turn the boo
Oh.
around, does it have an angry face? I bet it does.
Bet it does too. Let me
Oh,
see
the
here.
Loogie! This is part of those electronic Lego toys
Look at
sets.
Dr. Egad.
Gabba gabba, yabba yabba. Keepa keepa.
I love this. I'm obsessed with this. Look at this room. Look at this room.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. My favorite pieces my entire life, growing up playing with Legos, were the little spider webs. I've always loved when sets have a little spider web, and goddamn, does this have a good little spider web.
There are 3 new sets coming. This is that big picture you're seeing is a total of 3 sets. They're going to be the cheapest one is the Lab and Poltergust expansion set, which is $30. That's the one that comes with the Poltergust and Luigi and Egad.
$30 isn't bad.
$30 isn't bad.
For Lego?
You don't get Luigi with that one, though.
You don't get Luigi.
No,
which makes sense. That's
you got to
the
get the main
cheapest,
set to get Luigi.
which is $80. The third and final set is the priciest. The Haunt and Seek expansion set costs $80. Playset players can create their own haunted levels for Luigi to explore. Included are the bricks and pieces needed to create rotating hallways, ghost battles, and quests to collect.
Polterpup. Polterpup.
Oh my god.
We got a Polterpup sighting.
Where's Polterpup?
We got a Polterpup sighting.
Oh my god, I love. Oh, there he is.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah. So to clarify, this one is 40. This one is 80, and that's very good. Look at Toad in there. See Toad in the frame.
Yeah.
Look at the ghost.
This is so good.
This is so good.
And they're so smart about these because they have like the little connectors and things like that so kids can play with them like levels the way they're supposed to be. But they're also like, hey, adults, do you just want these to come with 2 or 3 little set pieces that you can put on the shelf?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes. I love it. I love it very much. I haven't been that interested in the electronic Legos that they've been doing. I don't really love the little thick boy design of them.
No, I have to say my least favorite part of this entire set is Luigi.
Is thick boy Luigi.
Yeah.
Thick boy Luigi's not quite right for me. It's a little off-putting. It's just not right. It just doesn't look like Luigi.
No, it works better for Mario.
Yes, I agree. For some reason, it looks. I mean,
because Mario's a round boy.
Yeah, and
he's a thick guy.
Luigi's a little lanky man.
Yeah.
I prefer how Egad looks.
Egad looks great. I wish they
love
made the Luigi like that.
I love that they didn't make Egad like a Lego guy.
Yeah.
He's really just built like everything else is built. You can see there's like a
different.
square head here and then the round pieces. Like he's not a little guy.
No.
He's just a
and
a
they
build.
you can tell they used the candle flame in a different color for his hair.
Yeah, they did.
I love that.
That's
God,
so funny.
Legos are good.
Lego very good.
Lego good though.
Lego good though. I would like that. So look, sure. We didn't raise $300 million today. Or 2,000.
Sonic is trapped in Detroit right now. That's all I'm going to say.
But maybe we get a Lego set.
Maybe we can get a Lego set.
Maybe we could get a Lego set.
I'm surprised they don't all look like Chris Pratt.
Oh, well,
says
they're
pills and advice.
electronic, so they have little voice lines that, of course, are played by Chris Pratt.
Hey, it's me, and I'm Mario. Let's go.
Mario's not going to have an accent. He's going to be normal
He's
now.
normal now. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for being here. We love you so much.
We know we had a lot of first-timers, a lot of new BBs.
Welcome. If it's your first time here, we do the show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at exactly 8 a.m. Pacific. If it isn't exactly 8 a.m. Pacific where you are when we start, you should have your time checked. That sounds like it's on you and not us.
That's right.
Looks like 8 a.m. to me when we started. That's what I think. And we have a Patreon where we post a bonus clip from this show every single week, and we owe you 2 this week because we didn't get one last week.
We owe you 2.
We owe you 2. And there was actually, last night, a very big announcement on the Patreon. No spoilers. Patrons don't tell, no narcs. But there was a very big announcement last night on the Patreon, if you have not checked yet. And you can get access to our Patreon for as low as $3 a month, $5 a month for bonus. It's 2 early clips.
That's right. Thank you to everybody who subbed and donated and followed today. We're going to go through the honor roll here in just a moment. But remember, if you didn't sub or donate, that's totally fine. But we would love it if you joined the Discord and hung out with us. Or
it's like totally free.
Shared a link with your friends when we went live, maybe made a clip of the show, or even watch the VODs that we have on YouTube. We would love that. And before we get into the honor roll here, just to let you know, we do. There is object permanence. We do exist outside of this show.
That's so true. Anthony, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere online at Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. You can also find me currently on Kinda Funny's ongoing Spider-Man in review. We're rewatching every Spider-Man movie, starting with the Sam Raimi movies, and we're about to hit Spider-Man 3 next week, so it's a good time to jump on and watch my soul get crushed. Also, you can catch my science comedy podcast with Jeff Kanata that's called We Have Concerns. That's at wehaveconcerns.com. And this week's episode is about how playing Tetris immediately after a traumatizing event actually lessens PTSD and ongoing stress in your life.
Good to know.
Yeah.
You can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Saige. I stream over on my channel Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. You can find me on Smosh Games and on the D&D channel all the dang time.
Hey, here come the thank yous.
Here comes the
Thank yous. Here we go. Thank you to Jairus01, Carolina Bell, Simone Girl 13, LM Bender 722, and the Soulist for the follows. Auto Anatomy, thank you for resubbing for 5 months. That's a good chunk of time. Thank you, Auto Anatomy. Emil 425, thank you for the follow. L Court Jester 4, Chilling Amory, thank you for the follow. Snow Conyer, M Crystal, Eggs Lad Bob. Thank you all for the follow. Alonzo, thank you for the $30. Also, thank you to Alonzo and the rest of our mobs for keeping it tight in here. Kang Jin, thank you for the follow. Danny Boy's Calling Pipes, $30. Thank you so much. Nolfies, thank you for the follow. 54 Aqua Snakes, thank you for the 1969. CDMD, thank you for the follow. King Dan Teal, thank you for the follow. Gentle Pete with the 100 bits for the Sonic Fund, thank you. We'll put that right into the Sonic piggy bank. Dova Chrono with the 6-month sub says half of a year, and I love you all more every stream. Thank you, Dova Chrono. We really appreciate you. Zero GSM, thank you for the follow. Brian Want Brains with the Prime sub. Zealous with the resub with the Prime sub. We love those Prime subs. Take a little money out of the Beezy pockets. You know what I mean? Brian Want Brains, thank you for the follow. Lady Skylar, thank you for the follow. The Wizard of Oggs, thank you for the follow. Emperor Kialich, thank you for the resub for 5 months in a row. 6 total months with us. Bless you, Emperor Kialich. Mama Faraday with 200 bits, contribution to the Chipmunk Fund. We are almost there. Zia Drex, thank you for the follow. Cat Tree Dream Car, thank you for the follow. Thunder Cabbage 1 with the bits. Kurt with $10 for Chipmunk support. Tom Bidan with 90 bits. Dat Look Though, thank you for the follow. Sarah Niazi, thank you for the follow. Mika Bird 775 with the bits. Thank you. Buyers 2142 with $10. Is this worth a chipmunk toe? Like not even a famous chipmunk. You're exactly the kind of person we're trying to protect the chipmunks from. Danny Boy's Calling Pipes, giving out so many gift subs. We really appreciate that. You're all trapped here with us now. Maroon Marauder with the follow. Gentle Pete 2 with 100 bits. Groovy Deadite with the resub for 5 months. Kalen Roar with the big gift subs. Kalen Roar with 300 bits as well. Son of Orpheus with the resub for the Chipmunk Fund. Charmanders 28 with the follow. Metal Link with the follow. That Friendly Corpse with the follow. Groovy Deadite with the host. Eternal Space Girl with the 8-month subs. That's a large chunk of time. Thank you, Space Girl. DeBearju with 14 months. 14 whole months. That's wild. Thank you. Don Dion 1806, No Remorse 76, and Spirit Boy 2021. Thank you all for the follows.
Woo!
Y'all, so generous this morning. We appreciate it because we are 2 people sitting in a literal shed.
We sure are. Just doing a show because we like doing it for you. And we hope that you like watching it. And we hope that you liked watching it so much that you'll come back and you'll see us on Friday.
Until then, BBs, I got to rent a car. I gotta go to Detroit. I gotta rescue Sonic the Hedgehog.
We'll see you on Friday. Bye, babies.
He can't be trapped there.